What's good, people? I'm going to keep it honest with you all. I don't know what else to play, so hopefully by the time you're seeing this here video, another one will be uploaded and it'll be, the regular full gameplay walkthrough videos. But I'm not going to lie to you. There are a lot of games that I play that are for like the full gameplay walkthrough type thing, and I come back to them just because they're fun. Prime example, Mad Max. But obviously this is not Mad Max, this is EVERSPACE 2. So, I beat the game and I uploaded the final mission, final boss and whatnot. And then here comes the end game. And not gonna lie to you, this game feels like the Division 2 but in space. And I like that, because I love, not Division 2, Division 1. Tom Clancy's The Division 1, except in space. So, what I'm going to do in this here video is just show you my loadout, and we're going to go into, like, how can I say this? The hyperbolic time chamber, but it's filled with enemies. So, we have our weapons, we have our energy core, the shield, the plating, the sensor, the booster, and the cargo unit. I'll explain every one of these as well as go through each one of my cannons. Or not cannons, but weapons. So our primary weapon is a Gauss cannon, 1200 meters range, so it is kind of short, but you see the kinetic damage per second and the energy damage per second are quite high. So short range, high damage, that's what you want, right? And also you have these bonuses right here. I'm not gonna go through them, you can read them, but corrosion damage. We need that. Then we have the marksman coil gun. So you can tell, marksman means, it shoots far. 2600 range, which is damn near double, well, a little bit above double my primary weapon. So shoot them from afar, they come close, then I finish them off with this. That is what you like to call synergy. There you go. So, and then we have these bonuses down here. Once again, you can read them. But if you will notice, I put catalyst EMP charges. So if you remember from the Division 1, you could put like mods on your gear and the gear would become better. This is kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? So imagine like you had a backpack and you were running like a skill build and you had a mod which increased like 10% skill damage. That's what a catalyst is in this here game. So keep in mind, EMP charges, right? Every time I hit someone, there is a chance that... Actually, let me see if I can pull it up here. I don't think I can modify. Okay, catalyst. And is it here? There we go. When a target has 8 disruption charges, an EMP is triggered. Remember that. Remember that right there. And once again, this is on my far weapon, not my close weapon. Now we'll move on to our first secondary weapon, and that is scorpion missiles. Pretty much, upon firing a missile, it instantly hits the target. That's freaking overpowered. Love to see it. Also, kinetic damage is through the roof. That's what we like to see. And here's the important thing. It's a second bullet point. On primary weapon hit, a 20% chance a free missile is going to be fired. So pretty much what I just said is 2 out of 10 times a free missile will be fired. As in, I don't gotta fire a missile. It's great. And guess what? I have the same bonus on the EMP missile. If you're wondering, why am I carrying an EMP missile when this thing is also causing EMP crits from far away? Hold on. Okay, now hold on. These are my weapons. I'll walk through them for you. Now we go on to the, I guess the ship's modules, if you will. Now we get to the Thunder Core. Now I'm gonna read this to you, and then you're gonna understand why I put EMP on like 2 of my weapons. And by the way, this is legendary, in case you couldn't tell by the freaking the gold box around the text and whatnot. Enemies afflicted by your EMP will be electrified and continuously shock targets within 349 meters for X amount of kinetic damage and X amount of energy damage. Damage is increased by 6% for each enemy affected. what this piece of ship module says, basically, EMP your enemies and I'll make it even worse for them. That is why we have EMP here and we have EMP here. Makes sense, doesn't it? So this is great. And by the way, in this here game, we can only have 2 legendary items equipped. So how do I have 3? Well, I'm gonna get to that. Then we have Castile's, there you go, Castile's protection. Basically, when my shield goes down, which is the blue bar up top above the gold bar, 2 holographic copies of my ship will be sent out, and they'll be decoys. That's what you want. Then we have the armor plating, 8% repair per kill. So pretty much whenever I destroy something, I get some 8% health back. That's what you like to see. Then we have the scanner. Critical hits, a 10% chance of web targets. Web meaning pull toward you, I think. Then we have the Eco Boost Recharger, or Eco Recharger Booster. And, it's just a booster. No one actually cares. Then we get to Bob. Bob is great. Bob is fantastic. Bob is an ally that follows you. It's an NPC that follows you that also takes out your enemies for you. Bob is amazing. That's all I'm going to say. Now that that's done, you know my loadout. Let's go into the worst possible freaking hyperbolic time chamber, end game solution. And I'm sorry, I didn't explain to you how I have 3 legendary weapons, or legendary sensors, legendary things on my ship. Well, if you go to Catalyst, you'll see here, Peripheral. This allows 1 more legendary item to be equipped, despite the 2 legendary item limit. And I have those, or I have that 1 catalyst on one of my legendary items, so, there you go. Now, let's go into the enemy's den, that is the Ancient Rift, as the game calls it.